All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're unpacking 7 powerful principles that the world's youngest millionaires use. This is a playbook that could literally change your entire financial future. So forget everything school taught you about money. Let's go.
So let me ask you a question. What if a 17-year-old earning more in a single month than most adults make in a year isn't about luck? What if it's about following a very specific set of rules? You know, the kind they definitely don't teach you in class.
And a number like this, over $1 million, well, that's not some fantasy number I pulled out of thin air. It is the real, tangible result of applying those rules starting from exactly where you are, right now.
But here's the reality check, okay? Knowing this stuff is totally useless if you don't act on it. And the stats are pretty clear. Only about 3% of people who learn something new will actually go and do anything with it. So the real question, as you're listening to this, is which group are you going to be in?
So here's our game plan. We're going to start with your unfair advantage, then we'll get into building your money machine, we'll install that millionaire mindset, and we'll finish up with your very first move.
Let's kick things off right here. See, your age isn't a weakness. It's your single greatest asset. You've got 2 things that the richest people on the planet can't buy more of: time and the wide-open chance to build incredible skills from the ground up.
And that is principle number 1. Time is your superpower. Seriously, think of it like a tiny snowball at the top of a huge mountain. The earlier you give it a little push, the bigger and faster it gets. I mean, Warren Buffett made 99% of his fortune after he turned 50. But the whole secret is that he started that snowball rolling when he was just 11 years old. That's the magic of compounding, and you have decades for it to work for you.
And if you want to see what that time is really worth, just look at these numbers. Investing just $100 a month, starting at 16, can grow to over $1.3 million. But if you wait until you're 30, that exact same $100 a month gets you less than 400 grand. It's the same money, just a different starting line. And let me be clear, that is not a small difference. That is a life-changing difference.
Okay, but to invest money, you've got to earn it first, right? Which leads us straight to principle 2, skills pay the bills. It's time to shift your thinking away from, getting a small allowance and instead focus on building a high-income skill that people will pay serious money for.
Now listen up, because this is key. Don't try to learn everything at once. The real secret is to master one of these skills first. Just pick one: copywriting, video editing, coding, whatever, and go deep. Become obsessed with it. While everyone else is just mindlessly scrolling content, you'll be building a skill that can earn you $50, $100, maybe even $500 an hour. Why? Because specialists always get paid more than generalists.
All right, so once you're earning that money, you need a system for it. This is where we make the jump from just having an income to actually building wealth. It's time to build your money machine.
This whole thing starts with principle 3, making your money work while you sleep. See, the second most people get paid, their first thought is, what can I buy with this? And that is the wrong question. The millionaire question is, how can I make this money make more money for me?
And here's a super simple way to do that: the 50-30-20 rule. For every single dollar you make, 50% goes to your needs, 20% is for you to have fun, but a full 30%, that goes straight into your money machine, into investing. This isn't about being cheap, it's about being strategic. It's about building your wealth engine on autopilot.
All right, next up is principle 5. And honestly, this one might be the most liberating of all. Fail faster. As a teenager, you have the ultimate safety net. You probably live at home. This is the absolute best time to take smart, calculated risks. Failure isn't the end of the world, it's just data. It's information that tells you what doesn't work so you can get one step closer to what does. So go launch that idea. The worst thing that can happen is you learn a lesson that's absolutely priceless.
Okay, now we're going to get into what I think is the most important part of this whole thing: your mindset. You can have all the skills and all the systems in the world, but if you don't have the right way of thinking, you will always hit a ceiling. It's time to start thinking like an owner. And that brings us to principle 4, leverage. The goal isn't to do everything by yourself. Real millionaires understand how to use other people's time, other people's skills, even other people's money to scale their own efforts. This is how you grow beyond the limited number of hours you have in a day. Think about it like this. An employee thinks, I've got to do it all. But an entrepreneur, an owner, they think, who's the best person to do this for me or with me? That one simple shift in perspective, it's the key to scaling literally any project or business. And this leads us right into principle 6, which is a big one. Your network is your net worth. Now, this isn't about being fake or using people. Not at all. It's about being intentional with who you surround yourself with.
You want to be around people, both online and in real life, who are headed in the same direction you want to go.
And you can start this today, right now. First, go curate your social media feeds. Unfollow all the negativity and follow people who inspire you. Step 2, join some online communities where people are talking about the things you want to learn. And step 3, maybe the most important, always give value before you ask for anything. Help other people out and you'll be amazed how opportunities just start to find you.
And it all rolls up into our final and maybe the most critical mindset shift of all, Principle 7. Think like an owner, not an employee. Here's the core difference. Employees get paid for their time. Owners build systems that make money whether they are actively working or not.
It really just boils down to the question you ask yourself. An employee asks, how much are you going to pay me? An owner asks, how much value can I create here, and how can I build a system around that value? Even if you have a regular job, adopting that owner's mindset will make you absolutely essential.
Okay, so we've covered a ton of ground, right? We've gone from using time as a superpower, to building a money machine, to forging that millionaire mindset. But honestly, none of that knowledge matters without this final step.
And we are right back to this question. Right now, in this moment, you are at a crossroads. You can be one of the 97% who just heard some cool ideas and are now going to go back to scrolling. Or you can choose to be in the 3%, the group that does something about it.
So here is your first move. Don't get overwhelmed and try to do everything. Just pick one principle, the one that really jumped out at you, and then take one small, simple action on it. Today, not tomorrow, not next week, today.
Because every single decision you make today is building the person you're going to become. Your future self, they are counting on you to take that first tiny step. And trust me, they are absolutely going to thank you for starting now.